Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to make a quick video expressing the benefits of the fig tree. As a young child, myself and my other siblings would play outside in the dirt in front of my great-grandmother's house, and naturally we would catch ringworms. And my great-grandmother would tell me, being the oldest, to go across the street and get the green fig off the tree. Now, the figs, you're probably used to seeing them like a reddish purple or black or brown color. That's when it's ripe. So when it's not ripe, it's green, and you can take the milk out of the green fig and put it on your eczema or your wingworm or any type of skin infection. So naturally, as a kid, seeing these things, I was amazed because one day I had a wingworm, and the next day waking up, I didn't have it anymore after my great grandmother put the fig milk on it, on my skin. I guess this is probably why, as an adult, I am very interested in natural herbs and healing thyself and my family and friends naturally, first through natural medicine and natural whole foods before getting any type of prescription drug. So now today, I just wanted to do a little video showing you what the fig tree looks like when it's dried. Well, what the leaf looks like. So it's kind of dried up, so you can't really see the actual formation of the actual the leaf. But basically, I took a couple of leaves off of my grandparents. Now my great grandmother and my grandparents don't live too far from each other, and it's not a coincidence that both of them, living in two different parts of South Carolina, have a great not well, my great grandmother, she doesn't have a really big fig tree. It was knocked down about a couple of years ago, so now it's growing back. But my grandparents, my grandmother and my grandfather, they have a humongous fig tree in front of their house, which bears fruit some years and some years it doesn't. But all the times it has these really big, nice looking leaves on it. I was always in love with this tree every time I go visit them. So fast forward, my grandmother was telling me that she had some issues with her foot. It kind of looked like she had gangrene a little bit. She was taking this drug called Lipitor, which basically messed up her skin. It clogs her arteries in her foot, so she had poor circulation, and her skin basically had an infection on the top. And I basically became very concerned. So, going to visit them and looking at this tree, standing in front of this tree, feeling the energy from the tree, I'm like, what tree is this? Because I couldn't recognize it didn't have any fruit on it. So I went to go visit my great-grandmother the next day and realized the leaves were very similar. So then I started doing research on the benefits of the fig leaf. And I found out that the fig leaf is what I was using when I was a kid. The fig fruit is what I was using when I was a kid when I had wingworms, me and my cousins. So I put two and two together and was like, this is going to help my grandmother with the infection she has on her foot, and also my grandfather who has eczema really bad. So I couldn't wait to get back over there to their house and take the milk, the sap from my great grandmother's house, because that had fruit on it, and the one at my grandparents' house didn't have any fruit. So long story short, I took some of the fig fruit from my great grandmother's house and brought it to my grandparents' house, put the milk on my grandmother's foot, and I was there for a week, so she started to see it clear up, and she started to feel like her foot was even feeling better. She had better mobility in her foot. And my grandfather, his eczema was starting to clear up. So I was like, wow, this is a very powerful fruit. And then, so I started to look up the benefits of the fig leaf, this right here, and learned that once you have it in a tea, it also helps lower the insulin in your body. So you don't have to inject so much unnatural insulin, when you take the shot. So I basically started giving my grandfather the fig tea, and my mother, she has high blood pressure, so I made sure that I brought some back. This is all I have left. So I gave my mother some, and I had some for myself. So basically, I had her starting to take the fig tea, And her blood pressure is normal now. Like, she doesn't have high blood pressure anymore, and I'm very thankful for that. And it just goes to show that natural herbs can be right outside your door, right in your backyard. You just have to take the time to realize what's in front of you, what's around you, and do research and figure out how this can help you heal yourself naturally. The important thing in life is to learn to love yourself and heal thyself. When you start to love yourself, you don't go to other people to help you heal. It's good to go to other people to get nurturing and love and also healing, but first, we have all the answers within ourselves. So, once you start to listen to yourself, your inner self, pay attention to your surroundings, go into nature, it's very easy for you to find the answers that you need to heal yourself. And I'm happy to say that my mother doesn't have any high blood pressure anymore. She just recently celebrated her 50th birthday, and I'm very happy as her daughter to help her overcome that. Of course, she made major changes with her eating habits. She also starts to take an hour walk after dinners. She also jogs in the morning. She takes the fig tea, and she eats the fig fruit, which could also be used as a laxative. So people who are obese or just want to lose a little bit of weight, incorporate the fig fruit, and that would definitely help you lose weight. If you have children who don't use the bathroom very often, instead of giving them candy or whatever else, give them the fig. The fig fruit is very tasty. If they don't want to eat it because it has too many seeds, put it in a smoothie or something. I mean, these things are not hard to do. I know that sometimes people say they don't have enough time, but blending something up is the real fast food. All you have to do is throw things in a blender, blend it up, put some ice in it, make it cool, and drink it. And there you go. So, like I said, it helps lower blood pressure. It's also good for diabetics. It also has a high fiber content, and it also helps your bones, strengthening your bones. So the fig fruit also helps strengthen your bones. It's high in calcium. So these are all things that we can all benefit from. Sorry, I'm stuttering. I'm not used to making videos or, because I know there's going to be many people watching this and probably critiquing me. But however, I just wanted to get the message out. So I hope that this is helpful for you. And if you have any questions, feel free to send a message, or, you know how to get in contact with me. So I showed you how it is dry. So basically how I dried it was I took it in the backyard, sat it in the shade so it didn't get too burnt from the sun, and it dried out within overnight. So, and that's how it was. And then if you don't want to just have it like that, you can put it in something like this. This is a malik. So I just put the herbs in. I basically get it into a powder form. And you could put this actually into a smoothie. And the tea is actually good, but if you let it steep for too long, it might turn bitter. But these are all the benefits that I wanted to share with you about the fig leaf and also the fig fruit. Have a wonderful evening. Peace. True peace.